It is estimated that 70% of youth in Sub-Saharan Africa live in rural areas. In spite of a high rate of youth unemployment in the region, the average age of an African farmer is 60 years. Lack of youth participation in agriculture is a matter of great concern to those who are serious about the future of food security in Africa. And although there is a wealth of career options and opportunities in the sector, the road for young people to enter practical farming is ridden with many barriers. Perception of agriculture is one of these fundamental challenges. For many young people, the stereotypical picture of agriculture in Africa is one of a farmer who uses older technologies and traditional means of production, uninformed by market demands. Since many agricultural activities are labor-intensive, the unavailability of agricultural technology to increase productivity and efficiency has also posed a major challenge in involving youth in agribusiness. The result of these and other barriers is that many young people have given up looking for opportunities in agriculture and agribusiness.
I'm studying a diploma in business management.
I'm studying computer business management.
With support from the Rockerfeller Foundation, Farm Concern International is spearheading a movement to promote youth participation in agriculture through the Youth in Agricultural Trade and Enterprises Program, YATE. The YATE program, which has evolved into the YATE business model, aims at tapping into the creativity and energy of youth, empowering them to contribute to rural economies and the agriculture of developing countries. The business model aims to change perceptions, to identify suitable enterprises, and explore innovations that improve productivity so that the young can succeed in agribusiness. It does this through the commercial village model, which evolves social entities like youth groups to socio-economic entities which can work together to realize greater goals. Through an interactive process, youth-friendly enterprises were selected, including dairy sector, traditional local chicken rearing, and horticulture enterprises, which provided opportunities for value addition activities and growth. Solomon Waweru, who represents the young face of farming and agriculture in Africa, is an 18-year-old farmer and one of the change agents hard at work to make his future a brighter one through agriculture.
Kilimo kwangu naona iko na benefits mingi sana sababu alafu na pesa ya haraka.
Solomon, who is a member of the Atlas Migumoina youth group which is based in Ndeiya, has been keen on poultry rearing due to its viability as an easy-to-start venture with quick returns. Indigenous poultry are more resilient and return higher profits than other breeds, and with market linkages facilitated through the YATE business model, Solomon has been able to make a profit of $50 every month by selling his poultry in informal markets in the area. As a young farmer still living with his parents, Solomon attributes his success partly to his parents, who have provided varied support to help him thrive in his agribusiness activities.
Hiyo ukulima wake yeye anafanya, anasaidika na pia anatusaidia sisi.
Solomon's next goalpost is to triple his profit from his current stock of poultry in markets in and around the city centre of Nairobi, Kenya's capital city. Market linkages for youth unlock potential that would otherwise remain untapped, creating thriving agribusiness that is youth-driven. The sustainability of youth participation in agriculture is partly dependent on the creation of relevant innovations that make farming easier and more productive. These innovations have steadily increased youth participation in agriculture in the target regions and are also encouraging the youth themselves to innovate.
We had guys doing a lot of farming, but the income was too down. They used to do it as just a hobby. Unlike today, whereby we have farming becoming a good business. Agribusiness concept whereby it has made us earn. There is that creation of employment to yourself.
Through market linkages facilitated through YATE, Mike has a higher demand from institutional and formal markets. He is now able to make a net profit of $470 every month and plans to triple his profit in the next 1 year. With a growing market, Mike is looking forward to increasing his production to meet the high demand for good quality strawberries.
My dream is to have 6,000 plants this year, and so far I have 1,400.
Mike is a member of a commercial village group known as Generation Achievers, whose 25 members were brought together through their common interest, not initially in farming, but in the creative arts. Each member of the group is involved in commercial small-scale farming. Mike is currently developing a plan for growing his strawberries all year round, regardless of the season. He has constructed a greenhouse to protect the berries from heavy rainfall and pests, including human pests. His group is building towards working as a commercial village, combining their produce to meet larger orders as they invest in value addition for greater profit.
Mimi tena na encourage watu kwanza sana because I grow strawberries. Wazikuze at least tuanze kutengeneza vitu zingine kama milkshake, jam, na wine.
The youth in Africa, just like Mike, are at a strategic place to take up opportunities as change agents in the agricultural sector because they can easily embrace new farming technologies and techniques and train others. Learning on relevant enterprises has been an important part of the journey for the youth engaged through YATE, both through structured capacity building and peer-to-peer learning. Solomon and Mike, who reside in the same county, are an apt example of the multiplicity effect that is possible among the youth. Solomon's strawberry farming was inspired by Mike after an exchange visit to his farm organized through YATE. Through this effort, the next generation of farmers will rise above an unproductive subsistence form of agriculture to the revolutionized market-driven production aimed at meeting the market needs. In the process, jobs will be created for others at the farm level and limited land sizes used for commercialized agriculture. Peter Githiri, a 28-year-old farmer based in Ndeiya, has also gone to great lengths to prove that farming can indeed be a profitable venture with sufficient returns to provide for his young family and to enable him to realize his own goals. Peter, who has firmly grounded himself in horticulture, produces traditional African vegetables and has no regrets on his farming business.
Kilimo biashara sio kulima chakula kujitegemea peke yako ama yako ya kukula. Ni chakula yako ya kula na pia ya kuuza. Tunatengeneza pesa.
The nutritious traditional African vegetables in Peter's farm are produced with the market in mind, that's for sure. But that doesn't limit his family from enjoying them, creating an affordable, accessible, and highly nutritious meal. Another group established through YATE is the Kiambu group, which is based in Embu in Kenya's central region. It is a dynamic team of 20 young people who know firsthand that no good thing comes easy. They have employed one of their members, Stella Mudhoni, to manage the hatchery, and she testifies to its success.
Juu kunakuwa na vifaranga tofauti, kuna Kiambu, kuna broilers na kuna kienyeji. Kwa upande wa biashara, watu wote wanataka vifaranga ama zinakuwa na demand kwa hali ya juu. Juu wakati zimeangulika tu hivyo asikai hata wiki moja.
The group has also diversified into other income-generating activities, one of them a tree nursery project. Through the commercial village model, Farm Concern International is promoting a savings and investment culture among the youth. One of the outcomes is that the groups are benefiting from collective financing for the expansion of their agribusiness activities.
Tumesave, hata tuko na checkbook. Tukisave wakati ya expenses zikizidi tunaenda tuna withdraw, alafu tunanunua zile vitu tunahitaji.
kikundi ilikuwa imefika mahali ikakaa kama imefifia, sababu tulikuwa tunachanga pesa, tunakopeshana, alafu sasa ile interest yote tulikuwa tumepata kwa mwaka mzima tunagawanya, tunarudi zero tena.
As a result of training on savings and investment, the group is now putting careful consideration into strategic investment of their savings from the returns earned through their farming enterprises. Working together in this way has become a unifying factor for the group.
Tuliamua tufuge layers sababu tulikuwa tunaona kuna upungufu wa mayai kwa soko yetu hapa Kanyombora. Tukakubaliana sasa kila mtu atatoa pesa ya kununua zile vifaranga anafikiria ataweza kufuga. Members wakachanga hiyo pesa ikafika 33,000, tukaenda tukambuku vifaranga.
Activities that youth are interested in can be used to create a platform for dialogue. It is for this reason that Farm Concern International continues to use sports as a platform to promote youth participation in agriculture and agribusiness. A series of sports events have been organized in Nairobi and in Embu counties. In one such event, hundreds of young people signed a canvas as a statement of support for youth participation in agriculture. The rural population of Sub-Saharan Africa will never be able to farm its way out of poverty, nor act as an engine for broader economic growth in the absence of dynamic, growth-oriented agribusiness driven by the youth. Through YATE, more young people are becoming leading participants in improving the image of farming as a competitive source of livelihood. They are driving a shift from the old, low-return and unproductive subsistence form of agriculture to the market-driven production aimed at meeting market needs. They are the hope for a better tomorrow.
You know, those youth have a lot of passion. I remember one of the youth that we met who was doing dairy, and he's been able to also do a lot of things and make his life different, improve his livelihood. He has been able to diversify into piggeries, he has been able to buy a chaff cutter, he has done a water tank, he has gone to a driving school. So for me, that's just kind of a wholesome change in livelihood that I've seen with one of the youth. And I must say even the others were very impressive. The young man who is doing tomatoes and who is doing making quite some good amount of money, I would say, when he said he makes 200,000 in a year, it just caught me off guard, and there are so many youth who are just seated doing nothing.
Once you get serious in farming, I'm sure you'll be earning good money.
We can continue working on that better tomorrow today with strategic thinking and programs that work with the youth to provide guidance, collective action, and a focus on agribusiness as a sector that can transform Africa.
Shirika la FCI